Easier said than done.
Yeah, no kidding. But we all get there. We all try. We all aspire. At least I know I've certainly spent a good deal of time aspiring all the time. Personal development.
It's
and everything
practice,
else.
right?
It is.
It's like
it
anything,
really
you gotta
is.
keep
And,
honing it.
I hope to keep doing it until I'm basically thanks for coming.
I don't think you will have a problem, Vicky, because you're known for that. You help so many people, and you're definitely consistent on a daily basis. So
I do put that out there. I try to do
yes,
that every
you do.
day.
And I don't think you got a problem.
That's great. Awesome. Goody! So if you hang out anywhere online, because I'm always trying to bring it back to, how I'm going to figure this out and what I'm going to offer people, how I can help them on a large scale. I want to do my online courses, get in the RV, start driving, enjoy, travel and writing and creating wonderful moments. Like you say, I love to help people.
Right.
I want to be doing this on the road and traveling and helping people and just, out there. Free, right? Free spirit.
Which is awesome.
Yeah,
It's
right?
kind of like, being kids again, just letting, just
Go
being
with the
ourselves, you've got to keep busy, but just allowing it to happen and feeling what it's supposed to happen.
Yeah, and that's
next.
what life is so exciting, right? So I'm trying to figure out, my tribe, the people that I relate with and stuff, and trying to find out where they hang out online. Reason being, if I'm going to advertise my course or say, hi, it's me, they have to find me somewhere. Yeah. So the question is, if you're going online, where are you hanging out?
I hang out a lot on Facebook, like a lot of other people do. I think because I do have quite a number of people that are friends.
That are following you as well.
That are following me.
Yeah.
And I think that, it's important to sort of see where they're coming from too, because I'm learning from them.
That's right.
They've got opinions about things and on something maybe I have stated, and you want to know where they're coming from.
Sure.
So I think it's important you keep in contact with them and get feedback.
Yeah.
And often I've gone into private messages and had long conversations
Me too.
with some of these people from around the world.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
where fun, eh?
where it's and you think that we think we have a pretty good grip, whatever it is that we're specializing in, but it's quite interesting to see so many other views that you go, wow, there's a whole nother angle there.
Exactly.
It's like the more we know, the less we know.
Yeah.
But
well, it's part of the reason I'm asking all these questions too, because what I do might be different than what you do, might be different than what Raina does or Eva does or all my other friends, but I need to try and find, again, like you're saying, the commonality so that I can then reverse engineer it, backtrack it, focus it, and turn it into a program. So that's kind of like why I'm asking all these questions,
and I think
so I can break this down.
No,
right?
absolutely. And I think, we say we go into private messages and stay connected with a lot of these people, but I think it's important to say too that I think getting out to see people is important.
Yeah.
Too many people are relying on this social media, which will or is the future.
Sure.
The way I like to kind of look at that for people that are a certain age, to get the best out of what we've got for the years that we have, is it's like when we were told about the computer in the early 90s that, if you're not on the computer with the internet and so on, you're out of the game.
You're done.
Well, that wasn't necessarily the case then. It is today. Yeah. And I think with social media, I think you should be in there, checking it out, learning about it. But I think we're still about, and I could be totally wrong about this because our world is traveling so fast right now, but that could be 10 years away. I don't know. But for me right now, I think it's important to stay in that and keep up with that game, but get out and see people face to face.
Absolutely.
And if that means traveling or whatever it is you got to do for your business, but seeing people directly and getting it, straight from the mouth.
Yeah, and that leads me to the next question, which is, and it's basically the last question, because I think we've touched on everything else now, because we kind of touched on everything else.
That's what you get when you get two talkers.
Boom, 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 boom. It's just like that. It's just like tennis. The last one was, what do you think of going to conferences and events?
Oh,
right?
What a great that is a great question, because I have often asked myself that over and over and over the years. Bob Proctor will tell you, and sometimes I think this could be a little bit of a sales thing, but at the same time he's right, and that is that if you want to know where all I'm trying to remember what he said, but anyway, you check your checkbook to conferences and things like, are you spending enough time going to these gaining the extra education.
In-person events, yeah.
I think that they're important to sort of keep in tune with what's happening, and any new, no different than a practicing doctor.
Sure.
You know, he's got his degree or whatever, but he still needs to be to see what new is coming in.
Sure.
If you're in it where there's so many that are in it for staying hyped or staying keeping them going, and they're gathering all the information, but they're not really, it's like a short-lived experience. They're not really applying the information. And
are you talking about the people that are teaching it or going to them?
No, going to it.
Oh, going to them. Okay.
Was the question about teaching?
No, the question was about what you thought. You've gone to the conferences and events and what you think about them.
I'll tell you a secret. I limit myself.
Okay.
I'm careful to choose what I go to, because I sometimes think, honestly, the time alone is more valuable studying and applying what you've learned and going out there and doing it than it is actually being in the middle of a lot of these hyped experiences. If you need it to keep motivated, fine.
Yeah.
But if you find yourself in it for a long period of time and you're not really getting ahead,
now you're trying.
I find they're professional kind of.
Well,
just
it's a little
attendees.
bit of it's an addiction. You become a webinar or a workshop addiction kind of thing.
Right. So I think they're in moderation.
Yeah, I think
geared to what you're doing.
Geared to what you're doing, and I agree too, because I mean that was my life. I did one event after another until I had to pull out. I just had to pull out.
And it's fun. It's not that it's addictive.
No, it was really
it's
fun.
It's like reading psychology. That can be addictive. And people think that they're solving their problems, but all they're doing is gaining more specialized knowledge, not necessarily the emotional knowledge they need.
And I like the point that you made. It's important that you pick and choose the one you go to, because I must say, of all the workshops that I've gone to, when I went and I did Flash Forward with Suzanne Lyons, who's a producer down in Los Angeles, that's been incredibly, thanks Suzanne, it was awesome. And I'll be letting you know this is on here. Suzanne is killer and her program is killer, and I learned so much from that. But I was careful to choose it, made the time to do it, was very serious about it and did it, and it was amazing. And then I've also done quite a few of the internet marketing seminars downtown in San Diego with the top people down there. And that has been amazing, the people that you have met and the masterminds that come out of that. But you're right, I was very particular.
Finding what resonates with you, right? And like you said, being particular.
But it was so valuable. Like it was priceless, really. For the time and the money that I spent, absolutely priceless.
And again, and even spending the money is okay if you know you're going to the right event for you that resonates with you. Because I often find too that depending on what subject it is, let's take marketing for instance. You go to so many different marketing conferences or seminars, and everybody's got their own style. They got their own thoughts, their own ideas, and you can get sold on one, and then you go to another seminar, and all of a sudden you're forgetting that, and you're saying this is great, and it just is no different than us trying to heal.
Yeah.
You know, we look to love ourselves more. Yeah. You know, when we're told of all kinds of healing methods, and you know, we get excited because it's new information and what we're told, and we think it's going to happen overnight. Yeah. I think it's find out what works for you, what resonates with you, study it, keep studying it, stick to it, have the discipline to keep going for a period of time. Mm-hmm. And this is with any of these, you know, the choice of what we're perfecting in. And if it's not working then maybe try something different. Right. You know, don't try to gobble up as much as you can, and then it just confuses you. That's right. You go into distraction mode and overwhelm, and then you're not getting anywhere. You're not getting anywhere. Exactly. So in closing, because we pretty well covered everything, and that's so great. That is great. Woo! Is there anything else that you could offer as information, knowing kind of like the direction that I'm going into with the stuff that you know, that you've looked at, that you could go, hey, you know, you might want to look into this, or
yeah, I found this to be successful. I don't know. What are you thinking? Or do you have any thoughts on that?
Well, you might want to look into my book. Actually, my book for some time has been on hold, and there's reasons for that. And I'm even going to disclose that in why it's held me back for some. It was written 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But there's reason for that. That'll be in the book. But I've also decided to make the book into 3.
Oh.
Because I had condensed 600 or 700 pages of solid information, not just, it's kind of like psychobabble made real with experiences.
Sure.
About relationships.
Yeah.
And all that great emotional and manipulative stuff, the tools that we use against each other, even unconsciously.
Yeah.
But 3 books, and sort of so watch out for maybe the first book, which will be a lot of this, the Bob Proctor model type of thing, of the conscious, subconscious mind, detailed, like, sort of information of how we were conditioned when we were younger and how it would affect you. Because today it's about being your own guru, really.
Oh, yeah,
it's
absolutely.
not about, I'm not the guru, you're not the guru. We're just trying to specialize in something that we've learned authentically from our own life, that we know, as Oprah would say, what do you know for sure, that we feel we can pass on, and at the same time learn from others. Sure. So this watch out for Transcending the Masquerade, Dance with Emotions.
All right.
And
I love the title.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
so
I love that.
I think that that'll be out very soon, because I want to have that done for this fall in the UK.
Oh, in the UK, right.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much. I'm so glad you made
thanks,
it here.
Vicki, for asking me to come.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
great.
no problem.
I'm glad we did this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome, that went pretty good.
Yeah.